Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This week I am doing a minimalist challenge. I am going through my entire house room by room and decluttering, getting rid of things that we do not use. I'm starting here in the bathroom. This drawer is like our catch-all. Everything that we need or use that's in the bathroom tends to get thrown in this drawer, which is fine, but it just gets overwhelming, and then I lose things and forget that I had 7 nail clippers, so I go and buy a couple more, and then now I realize I have about 10 pairs of nail clippers. I do the same with hair products like hair ties and stuff. I forget that I have a whole bag of them, so I just go and buy more. Going through this drawer, I realized that my makeup is out of control. I don't even use makeup that often, so having all the makeup that I had in here was not necessary. Putting this all back together, I realized I should probably get different organizers, but that's going to work for now. I had a whole bag of garbage just from that one drawer. Under our sink, we have 2 bins, and as you can tell, they are also ridiculously full of things that we don't use. So I got rid of a whole bag. I had a bunch of stuff in these bins from after I had babies, so I had like dermaplast and pads and things that I'm not going to be using. So got rid of all of that, and then I was able to start cleaning the bathroom. This mirror is always dirty. Colton loves to get on the counter and spray water on it. I love when my bathroom is clean. It doesn't stay clean for very long. Obviously, we're always in here using everything, and this is kind of where our family hangs out sometimes in the evening because we're giving kids baths. The sink is always a mess. Again, when kids are brushing their teeth, you know, that gets everywhere. My husband's beard hair, that gets everywhere too. And we also have a well, so our water gets a little bit hard and it starts to turn color on the sink. So I like to get my handy dandy cleaning toothbrush out and kind of scrub it down. I also took the plug out of this sink. We got the sink on Amazon, and the plug is just annoying. It always just falls down, and so we can never keep it in there. I just threw it out, and it is what it is. Again, another thing that I love in the bathroom is a clean sink, but it doesn't stay clean for very long. I'm really learning to enjoy the process of cleaning things over and over again. I know being a homemaker, that's kind of part of the job, is to just keep cleaning the same thing, but I have to tell you, it's something that I'm trying to get used to, because as soon as I'm done cleaning and someone goes in the bathroom, I honestly start to cringe, because I know all of that hard work is slowly going to be unnoticed. When we designed the bathroom, we wanted a large bathtub because Andrew and I both wanted to take baths. To be honest, we don't use it all that much. It's more just for the kids. But I do like to kind of stage the bathroom after I'm done cleaning. Another must is having a very clean toilet. I find that my toilet gets dirty very quickly with a toddler, so I'm constantly cleaning it, wiping it down. I'm sure you mamas can understand. But this is something that I make sure to clean at least a few times a week. I have went a little longer than that without cleaning it, and because our water's hard, it starts to turn the toilet like a yellow color, and obviously gets messy for my toddler. So we all use the same bathroom, even though we have 2 bathrooms. So I make sure to get in here and clean it so that it's clean for myself and my husband. I know most people hate cleaning the toilet, but I don't mind cleaning it because I like having a clean toilet in my house. When we designed our bathroom, I really wanted a glass shower because I like how open it is, but it takes a lot to keep these doors clean, and most of the time they aren't. I also love our black tile. I think the contrast is really pretty, but the black tile does show a lot of the dog hair and the dust that collects on the floor. So I'm constantly in here cleaning, making sure to pick up all of the dog hair so you can't see it. I got these rugs on Amazon, and I think they match perfectly. However, the tassels do annoy me, so I am straightening them often. So I should probably just get new rugs without tassels. I really love how my bathroom is feeling after the deep clean and declutter. I am excited to jump into the rest of the rooms in my house because it just feels good in here. I don't feel overwhelmed when I open the drawers. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Day 3, I moved into our, I'm going to call it dining room. We really have an eat-in kitchen. This is a hand-me-down little table set. That's why someone painted it white underneath. But I just went through and kind of got rid of all the things that I don't need that are in here. And then I went through this little cabinet that holds like our Berkey and microwave. There's a lot of stuff in there that I don't use at all. So I just made space for my half-gallon mason jars, and that's going to be a much better use of that space. Throughout this process, I have really started to find homes for everything in the house. A lot of times we'll just throw something somewhere and that becomes its home, but I'm really trying to take inventory of what we have and make sure I'm putting it in its home, and then any other thing that is the same as that, I'll put it in the same spot, so I'm not going to overbuy. I probably have, I don't know, 100 and some mason jars now, and they were all just in different places, some in the basement. But now that I have homes for everything, I can stop buying mason jars. Finally, I just cleaned the floors. I really don't clean under these benches as much as I should, and I haven't washed this rug in, I don't know, a year or so. So it was definitely time to clean that up. I really want to get a new kitchen table. I think this one is just worn out. It was handed down from my brother-in-law, and honestly, half the time it's just like falling apart. I think I broke one of the benches when I was trying to clean it out. But I don't know. Andrew said he's going to build me one. We'll see. The kitchen is done. This is day 4 of the Minimalist Challenge, and I am bringing you guys into our bedroom. That is a disaster. I just poured myself a good old cup of coffee, and I'm going to start to declutter the closet. So far in this Minimalist Challenge, a few things that I think I have been learning is you still need spaces for stuff. I have a ton of crafts. I like to do projects. There's a ton of things that we're doing, so I can't minimalize to the point of having nothing. And that was kind of my intention on coming into this challenge, is like, get rid of everything, throw it all out. And then yesterday when I was going through a couple of our cabinets and stuff, there's things in there such as like gift bags and those sorts of things where it's like you still need to have space for those things. Andrew and I both have a lot of little hobbies that we like to do, so we have to keep room for those things. And that's something that coming into the challenge definitely wasn't thinking about. I was just like, throw it all out, let's get rid of everything. The other thing that I think has helped me in this challenge is really understanding what we use and what we don't. When I was going through the kitchen, going through like cups and pots and utensils, I'm like, we probably haven't used this knife ever. So it's easy to have a clear mind of like, let's throw everything out, and then come to these realizations that you don't have to throw everything out, but things that you do not use, haven't touched in a long time, get rid of them. So in my closet, I swear to you, I am not lying, I probably wear 3 things. I'm not kidding. Since I'm no longer going to be going into the office, anything that is like professional work, I haven't touched in forever because I've been working from home, most of the time anyways. So I'm really just housing clothes in here that I don't do anything with. So I'm going to go through all of that right now, but I just wanted to do kind of a midway break, talk about what I'm learning, things that I think are going to be helpful for anyone who's doing a challenge like this. And I hope this encourages you to do this challenge, because I really do think decluttering your house helps you declutter your mind, and it makes you be able to focus on things that you really want to focus on. I can't tell you how more productive I've been in the last week just thinking, okay, all this stuff is decluttered. I don't have to worry about picking it up. I don't have to worry about cleaning it. One other thing is our living room. That's where the decluttering started. We have so many toys for the kids, and I'm sure a lot of parents can relate to that. They're everywhere. And one day I was just like, you know what? He hasn't touched probably 90% of these toys. I'm going to donate them to a family who probably will use them, or multiple families. So I donated a lot of his toys that he hasn't played with, or I don't see Tegan really playing with at all, like little cars and stuff like that. Also, we kept a lot of toys that like the puppies chewed on. I don't know why. I think they just got thrown into the toy bin. So I got rid of all those as well. But I'm going to go ahead, shut my mouth, and start decluttering here. One of the worst habits I have is throwing my sweaters and jackets over the door. This makes our room look so much more cluttered, so I need to really work on that. As you can see, I don't have any big, crazy, extravagant closet, so I do need to keep this tidy. I ended up with over a bag and a half that I donated, but my phone died in the middle of recording this video. But here's the final result. I think if I get all matching hangers, it'll help too, but I ended up keeping a lot more than I intended, which is surprising. Our basement definitely needed picked up. We have been doing a lot of different things with the homestead, and we just got a brand new beehive, so this one needed to go into the freezer so we could kill off any bugs. And then I decided I was just going to go through our hats and gloves just to see what I could get rid of before snow falls. It's going to be here before I know it, unfortunately. I do have some baby stuff already that I can get rid of. I had a baby swing that I bought, and Tegan just does not like to be in it. Then we moved out to the garage. This was a task that is so daunting to me. Colton and I tried to clean and organize. It didn't go very well. He just wanted to play with the measuring tape the entire time, so I was trying to multitask. We did get a lot of it picked up and put away. We at least got the floor swept and a lot of stuff a little bit more organized. Andrew's definitely going to be the one that has to go through and kind of get rid of what we don't use. Are we cleaning?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Making a mess.
Yeah, you're making a mess. It's not working out. I'm officially done with this challenge. I went through the kids' rooms, cleaned out everything that they haven't used or that they don't fit into. I feel like our house is looking a lot better. A few things that I have learned throughout this 7-day challenge is no matter how much you take out of your house, there's still more that you're going to be able to get rid of. I feel like I have gone through everything, and now I look into little places and I'm like, do I really need to use that? Am I going to use that? So I think I'm more aware of what we're actually using and what is serving our family. Another thing that I learned is even though you get rid of a bunch of stuff, that doesn't mean your house is going to be clean. I have a toddler. He likes to be creative and play. So that means that our house is going to be a little bit messy, and that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's a season that we're in. I always think to myself, encourage the play, encourage the mess. You're not going to have this forever. And then the last thing that I think I really learned through this process is not to overbuy and to make sure that your stuff is organized enough so that you don't have to second guess when you're at the store, like, do I have this? Do I need it? This is just an example, but Colton is growing like a weed, and instead of going through his stuff and taking out the stuff that doesn't fit him, especially I was going through his sock drawer, and I think there were baby socks in there, because what I do is I just go buy more socks, I fold them, wash them, fold them, and then I just throw them on top of the old ones. And as I was going through his bin, I'm like, gosh, these socks haven't fit him since he was like a tiny baby, 6 months old. So I think now I have a better understanding and a better grasp on, I'm going to call it the inventory in my house. And then I can, I can go to the store when I buy clothes for one of the kids, or even groceries. Like, I think I went through my pantry and I had like 7 cans of, I forget what it was, like baked beans or something. Canned food isn't that big of a deal, but I just keep buying them because when I'm at the store, I'm like, oh, we like baked beans. So I just buy them. And before I know it, we have no space for anything else because I just keep buying these baked beans. But I think now I have a better understanding of the items that are in my house, an understanding of how they're being used, and I can continue this process as I'm cleaning the house. So I can, now that it's minimalized enough, when I go to clean, next time when I go to clean the bathroom and I'm looking through the drawer, I can say, oh, I haven't used this in like 3 months. Do I really need it? And I can toss it instead of just keep piling stuff on top of one another. You get the point, right? But I am not a minimalist at all. I'm not saying I am. I enjoyed doing this challenge. I encourage you to do the challenge because I do think it will bring some clarity to your house. I feel a lot better when I am like looking through drawers and stuff. I'm not like digging to find what I need. I have everything a little bit more organized and things have their home. So that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you take the challenge and run with it. If you do, comment, let me know. I would love to hear how it's going, or if you found a new organizing hack, I would love to know because I am always looking for those. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, friends.